Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're a horror fan, you're in for a treat in 2025. Streaming platforms like Netflix, Prime Video, and AMC Plus are bringing some of the most spine-chilling films straight to your screen. From supernatural horrors and psychological thrillers to gripping creature features, there's something for everyone this year. Whether you're looking to be terrified or simply enjoy a good scare, these platforms are offering an impressive lineup of films that will keep you up all night. Here's a look at some of the top 8 best horror movies to watch in 2025. Number 8. The Rule of Jenny Penn. The Rule of Jenny Penn is a 2024 New Zealand psychological horror film directed by James Ashcroft. The narrative centers on Stephen Mortensen, Geoffrey Rush, a former judge who, after suffering a stroke, finds himself residing in a care home. There, he encounters Dave Creeley, John Lithgow, a fellow resident who, along with his puppet Jenny Penn, subjects the home's inhabitants to cruel and unusual torment. The film delves into themes of elder abuse, the indignities of aging, and the psychological horrors lurking within seemingly benign environments. Ashcroft's direction has been lauded for its ability to craft a chilling atmosphere within the confines of the care home setting. Critics have praised the film for its exploration of the darker aspects of aging and the complexities of dementia. John Lithgow's portrayal of the menacing Dave Creeley has been particularly highlighted, with reviews noting his compelling performance as a standout element of the film. The film has garnered a mixed reception from audiences and critics alike. On Rotten Tomatoes, it holds an approval rating of 72%, based on 94 reviews, with an average rating of 6.5/10. The consensus reads, "John Lithgow's frighteningly unhinged performance reigns over the Rule of Jenny Penn, a nasty chiller that's by turns monotonous and haunting." However, some reviews have pointed out issues with the film's pacing and narrative coherence, suggesting that while the premise is intriguing, its execution may not fully satisfy all viewers. The Rule of Jenny Penn premiered at Fantastic Fest in September 2024, where it received the Best Director award for Ashcroft. It also screened at the Sitges Film Festival in October 2024, earning Geoffrey Rush and John Lithgow the Best Actor award for their performances. The film was released in theaters in the United States on March 7, 2025. Number 7. The Pact. The Pact is a supernatural horror film written and directed by Nicholas McCarthy. It follows Annie Barlow, Katie Lotz, who returns to her childhood home after her mother's death. Upon arriving, she is confronted with the mysterious disappearance of her sister, Nicole, Agnes Bruckner, and begins to experience strange and terrifying occurrences in the house. As Annie digs deeper into her family's dark past, she uncovers unsettling secrets about her mother and her own history. The story gradually builds tension through eerie supernatural events and psychological horror. The film combines elements of ghost stories with themes of grief, trauma, and family secrets, creating a haunting atmosphere that keeps the audience on edge. The central mystery of The Pact revolves around the identity of the malevolent force haunting the house. The film features a slow-burn approach to its scares, relying more on building dread and suspense than on jump scares. The twists and turns in the plot add layers to the story, culminating in a chilling and surprising finale. Critically, The Pact 2012 received praise for its strong atmosphere and the compelling performance by Katie Lotz, who anchors the film's emotional core. While the film has been compared to other supernatural thrillers, its blend of suspense, supernatural mystery, and psychological elements has earned it a solid reputation among horror fans. Number 6. Blood Red Sky. Blood Red Sky is a unique blend of action, horror, and supernatural elements, directed by Peter Thorwarth. The film takes a high-stakes, thrilling premise and injects it with a supernatural twist, turning what might have been a typical hijacking movie into a gripping tale of survival and terror. The story follows Nadja, played by Perry Baumeister, a woman who is traveling on an international flight from Germany to New York with her young son, Elias, Carl Anton Koch. Nadja is seemingly suffering from leukemia and is on her way to seek medical treatment. However, things take a horrific turn when the plane is hijacked by a group of terrorists. As the situation grows more dire, Nadja is forced to reveal a dark, life-altering secret. She is a vampire. The movie cleverly combines elements of a typical hijacking thriller with the supernatural, turning a confined setting, the airplane, into a source of fear and suspense. The suspenseful moments are balanced with intense action scenes, with Nadja's transformation into a vampire adding an exciting, bloody element to the film. While she is trying to protect her son, she must also deal with her uncontrollable bloodlust, making for a thrilling and emotional roller coaster. Blood Red Sky has received praise for its refreshing take on the vampire genre, with many critics noting how the film manages to maintain suspense and deliver high-stakes action while also weaving in a strong emotional storyline. The film has a solid approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with many reviews highlighting the movie's blend of genre conventions and thrilling action sequences. The film is available for streaming on Netflix, making it easily accessible for fans of both supernatural horror and high-stakes action. Number 5. Talk to Me. Talk to Me is a 2023 Australian supernatural horror film directed by brothers Danny and Michael Philippou, collectively known as Raka Raka. The film follows a group of friends who discover how to conjure spirits using an embalmed hand, leading to thrilling and terrifying consequences. The narrative centers on Mia Sophie Wilde, who, along with her friends, becomes captivated by the trend of summoning spirits using the embalmed hand. As they delve deeper into this practice, the boundaries between the living and the dead blur, resulting in chilling and unpredictable outcomes. The film premiered at the Adelaide Film Festival on October 30, 2022, and was subsequently released in Australia on July 27, 2023. It was distributed in the United States by A24 starting July 28, 2023. Talk to Me received critical acclaim for its innovative storytelling, compelling performances, and effective use of prop-effects. It holds a 94% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with critics praising it as a revitalizing force in the horror genre. Number 4. Would You Rather? Would You Rather is a psychological horror thriller directed by David Guy Levy. The film follows Iris, played by Brittany Snow, a young woman struggling to take care of her sick brother. Desperate for financial help, she is invited to a mysterious dinner party hosted by a wealthy philanthropist, Shepard Lambrick, Jeffrey Combs. At the dinner, Iris and several other guests soon realize they are trapped in a sadistic game where they must make horrifying choices in a twisted version of Would You Rather. As the game progresses, the stakes become increasingly deadly, forcing the participants to confront their own morals and survival instincts. The film is known for its tense atmosphere, psychological mind games, and disturbing ethical dilemmas. Jeffrey Combs delivers a chilling performance as the sadistic host, while the film explores themes of desperation, human nature, and the consequences of extreme choices. While Would You Rather received mixed reviews from critics, it has gained a cult following among horror fans who appreciate its unsettling premise and psychological intensity. Number 3. The Amityville Horror. The Amityville Horror is a supernatural horror film directed by Andrew Douglas and starring Ryan Reynolds, Melissa George, and Chloe Grace Moretz. A remake of the 1979 classic, it is inspired by real-life events and follows a family's chilling experience in their new home. Set in Amityville, New York, the story revolves around a couple who move into a beautiful house with their children, hoping for a fresh start. However, their dream quickly turns into a nightmare as they begin experiencing strange and disturbing occurrences. Unexplained noises, eerie visions, and unsettling behavior, changes push the family toward a terrifying realization. The film masterfully builds tension, using dark cinematography, unsettling music, and intense psychological elements to create an atmosphere of fear. Ryan Reynolds delivers a gripping performance, showing a side of him rarely seen in his other films. His portrayal adds depth and intensity to the story, making the unfolding horror even more compelling. While the Amityville Horror received mixed reviews from critics, it was a box office success, grossing $108 million worldwide. Its blend of suspense, supernatural horror, and psychological drama has made it a memorable entry in the haunted house genre. Whether or not you believe in the real events behind the story, the film remains an intense and chilling experience for horror fans. Number 2. Rust Creek. Rust Creek is a tense and atmospheric survival thriller directed by Jen McGowan. The film follows a determined young woman who finds herself lost in the Kentucky wilderness, facing unexpected dangers while trying to find her way back to safety. Unlike many thrillers that rely on over-the-top action, Rust Creek takes a more realistic and suspenseful approach. The story is driven by its gritty atmosphere, strong character development, and psychological intensity. The film beautifully captures the harshness of nature, making it both a challenge and a backdrop for survival. Hermione Corfield delivers a standout performance, portraying a protagonist who is intelligent, resourceful, and resilient. Her journey is both physical and emotional, as she navigates a situation where every decision could mean the difference between life and death. With its slow-burning tension, compelling performances, and immersive cinematography, Rust Creek is a thrilling and thought-provoking film that keeps viewers engaged until the very end. It's a must-watch for fans of survival dramas and psychological thrillers. Number 1. American Psycho. American Psycho is a psychological thriller and satirical black comedy film directed by Mary Harron and based on Bret Easton Ellis's 1991 novel of the same name. The film stars Christian Bale in a career-defining role as Patrick Bateman, a wealthy, well-educated New York investment banker with a double life as a brutal psychotic murderer. Set in the 1980s, American Psycho follows Patrick Bateman, a seemingly charming and successful man who works on Wall Street. To the outside world, he is the epitome of success, handsome, wealthy, and socially adept. However, Bateman is hiding a dark secret. Beneath his polished exterior, he is a remorseless psychopath with a penchant for violence, indulging in horrific acts that often blur the line between reality and delusion. The film explores Bateman's life as he navigates his superficial world of corporate culture, materialism, and consumerism, all while struggling with his increasingly unstable mental state. His interactions with those around him, including colleagues, friends, and romantic interests, become increasingly erratic and unsettling. Throughout the film, Bateman's grip on reality loosens, and the audience is left questioning whether his violent tendencies are real or merely figments of his imagination. Christian Bale's portrayal of Patrick Bateman is widely regarded as one of his best performances. His ability to switch between charming, charismatic, and disturbingly unhinged is what makes Bateman such an unforgettable character. American Psycho initially faced controversy due to its graphic violence, leading to debates over its portrayal of misogyny, but it has since gained cult status and is considered one of the most important films of the 2000s. Bale's performance and the film's exploration of modern alienation and moral decay have led to its recognition as a dark satire on consumer culture and identity. Though its dark and violent nature is not for everyone, American Psycho remains a compelling, thought-provoking, and disturbing film that challenges the viewer to consider the impact of societal pressures and the darkness lurking beneath the surface of success. Well, this is it. Share your impressions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.